What if I told you some of the most unexpected stories in the world are printed on money? Some stories come from poets. Banjo Paterson appears on the Australian $10 note, a writer whose words captured the spirit of a nation. For many, he represents culture and identity. This note carries stories beyond history. Some faces represent the birth of modern nations. Yusof Ishak appears on Singapore dollar notes. At a time when the future was uncertain, his leadership helped shape a global nation. For many, he represents unity and progress. This note carries a nation built from vision. Some faces come from monarchy and power. King Gyanendra appeared on Nepalese rupee notes, a king during a time of political change. For many, he represents a turning point in Nepal's history. This note carries power and transition. Some faces belong to explorers. Edmund Hillary appears on New Zealand currency, one of the first to reach Mount Everest summit, a symbol of courage and human determination. For many, he represents exploration and achievement. This note carries the spirit of adventure. Some faces shaped culture through language and identity. Naim Frasheri appears on Albanian currency, a poet who helped define national identity through literature. For many, he represents culture and unity. This note carries words that built a nation. Some leaders ruled during difficult times. Samuel Doe appears on Liberian currency, a military leader who rose to power during unrest. His legacy remains complex and debated. For many, he represents authority and controversy. This note carries power and conflict. And some leaders built nations in their earliest days. Carlos Antonio Lopez appears on Paraguayan currency, one of the first leaders who helped shape modern Paraguay. For many, he represents foundation and growth. This note carries the beginning of a nation. Not all faces are global. Not all stories are famous, but every note holds a story, waiting to be discovered. Hidden in plain sight. Subscribe and comment below. Which country should we explore next?